This one's about Manchester, but it's about Manchester being shit. So, if what I heard from through the curtain, you'll probably like this. Manchester's symbol is the bee because they're both industrious and been in decline since the 90s. These are just two jokes. A chocolate bar didn't turn up to my party. He was a fucking flake. There we go. This is another joke. I think I'm keeping that one. The other day, I saw a sign that said baby changing facilities here, and I thought, I'm already happy with the baby I've got tied up in the van. This one's more of a thought or an observation. Whenever someone's wearing Link's Africa, I think to myself, why the fuck would you want to smell like you're in year 9 again? This one's another joke. I saw a documentary about Emmy. It came across as unfinished and lazy. I said it was a joke. It's a fictional documentary. That baby from before was also fictional. There we go, another observation. Jesus' biggest miracle was having 12 friends who regularly met up in his 30s. I once asked my teacher if she would be into sex for better grades. She wasn't interested, and neither were any of my classmates. I have more stories about being homeschooled for another time. This one's another observation. Well, a thought, I suppose. You only live once. Thank fuck for that. Again, another little observation. In my opinion, we live in a society where we're afraid to let people die. If some dickhead dies because he wanted to see what electric tastes like, it's just fucking natural selection. I know. All I've written here is legs. Legs are good, aren't they? There we go. I used to use No More Tears shampoo until I realised that wasn't curing my depression. There we go. This is following a theme, really. There's some comics do stuff about their their own life. They mine their life for material. So I've got legs on her. So this is more like my life in it. I hoped that being on antidepressants would make me want to kill myself less. All that happened was that I now wank less. And to be perfectly honest, my wanking schedule wasn't the reason I was feeling depressed. I'm 28, which is a shit age. I'm scientifically old enough to be able to die of old age, but young enough that my suicide won't be considered a tragedy. There we go. Again, I don't know how you're going to go over this one. It's about Manchester again, but it's a bit dark. There we go. Right. The song "Don't Look Back in Anger" always makes me think of that, you know, that scene in after the Manchester bombing. They all came together and they were singing it in the square, and it's dead sad, which is a shame because it's a fucking tune. This one's even darker. I don't know. Maybe in a bit. That's also bad. Right. We'll see how you go with this one, right? Who in here's got a mum? Because I've generally found that pretty popular. I love my mum, but she's always coming out with some random shite though, right? Like, if I was to describe my mum, I'd describe her as a mixture of autistic and rude. Well, I thought she was in then. The best, right, she's always coming out with some random shite, right? She once genuinely said to me, "Fart outside, it will help the washing dry quicker." Best thing she ever said, though, right, was upon seeing a man with no arms and no legs, and she went, "Ah, I bet he's sick of getting hats for Christmas." And then she followed that up with, "I mean, what else would you buy him?" Because you can't buy him sunglasses, because it's Christmas time. And they're out of season. And then she followed that up with, "And it'd make him look blind." And then she followed that up with, "And he doesn't need that on top of everything else." Right, I'm going to give this a go. Like, it's right. So, is there any other fans of like professional wrestling in? Yeah, it's good. Right. Oh, I see you've had no sex as well. The man who wooed. Have you ever found that like people will say to you, "Why do you like wrestling? You know it's like fucking fake and that." Yeah, like people say, but like you don't get that with any other hobby. Like, I just like wrestling. Like, you don't get someone going to like a historic reenactment and going, "You do know these aren't actual Nazis." Not gassed a single person.